Welcome back to my Fire Emblem Engage LTC. Here's Chapter 19. This chapter has us face off against Marnie and Mavier for one last time on a map covered in miasma. We also continue our objective of feeding XP to Ivy by having Citrinne Speed Instructor, allowing her to double all the generics in the middle path after a couple speed taker ticks, a setup first shown off in Elite mode's clear of this chapter. After Rosado fires the cannon to clear the miasma and ship the front Royal Knights, she can pick up the first speed taker before we start advancing our other XP targets.
It was foretold.
Seedle canters above Ivy to provide mentorship for Kagetsu, who will then canter in front of the last stationary Royal Knight. While I could feed this one to Kagetsu on enemy phase, which would be more reliable, I do want to feed her to Bunet instead, which means we'll need a Killer Axe crit. Before we go for that, Hortensia uses Freeze for 19 XP before cantering into position to provide mentorship for Bunet. Ivy picks up her second speed taker tick, allowing her to now double the heroes, meaning she's all set to start farming once Alir moves into Bondage Shield for her, along with serving as another mentorship bot. We also have Saphir as a green unit, who will join us after the map ends. Like Linden, she has a nice base 2000 SP, while also having serviceable combat stats. While she won't be as strong a player as our other carries, another competent fighter for Chapter 22 is certainly appreciated. Since we've gotten close enough to Mavier, he rescues Marnie forward instead of warping enemies at us, kindly making reaching her much easier while also bringing more XP for Ivy. As Ivy slowly farms these generics, it's worth mentioning that the house on the top path can be visited to spawn an enemy holding a Draco shield. While I did find a way to get it, it ended up tanking the reliability of the clear, and more importantly came at the cost of Bunet XP, which is more worth than the slight reliability boost the Draco shield would provide in Chapter 22. That being said, for those interested, I'll have a link to the clear with the Draco shield in the description. To start off our boss kills, we have Hortensia, Torrential Roar, both bosses to clear the miasma while applying Draconic Hex, getting a nice 8 XP for her troubles. Alir then moves in to provide chain attacks with Parthia, while also ensuring everyone attacking Mavier will benefit from mentorship. Because Mavier is at least 6 levels higher than all our units, the chain attack will also be providing 1 extra XP for our boss killers, which actually does end up mattering. We further take advantage of this odd mechanic by having Bunet go first so that she can also provide a chain attack for Ivy and Kagetsu, giving a total of 2 extra XP before mentorship. Or at least try to anyway. Thankfully only Kagetsu's XP will be that type. Before we have Kagetsu finish off Mavier, we have the rest of our units reposition Citrinne and Citrinne forward. As good as covert Byleth can be, the lower movement and inability to canter after instruct can be quite troublesome at faster paces, as we see here, needing 2 repositions to reach our goddess stance formation. Kagetsu now moves in to cleanly one-round Mavier with the Brave Sword, taking full advantage of engaging with Eirika, and more importantly, allowing me to continue justifying my level 4 Brodia investment.
I am fine.
After Ivy's Thoron chip, Kagetsu can Twin Strike with the Roy Blade to bypass holdout, getting 1 more boss kill for him. On her second health bar, Marnie unlocks the Binding Blade, giving her 2 range, meaning we can now go for an enemy phase kill as we can be in range of her, while denying a Blazing Lion thanks to Dreadful Aura. Ivy will now bring both of Marnie's remaining health bars out of holdout range to feed the boss kill XP to her sister. It may feel strange to feed both of these boss kills to Hortensia over Ivy, especially when we aren't using World Tree, but trust me, it'll be worth it, even outside of humiliating Marnie. With an HP tonic and Corrin's HP bonus, Hortensia faces no chance of death from the Binding Blade, wrapping up Chapter 19 in 2 turns.